Hey there, it's Liz from No Trace. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make unpaper towels on a serger. These are a great way to avoid using single-use paper towels. You can use these over and over again and toss them in the wash with your laundry. And these are also a great way to upcycle old fabrics or worn out sheets or worn out clothes into something useful. So let's go. You can make unpaper towels in whatever size you want, and I recommend upcycling some of your old textiles for this project. So this is flannel sheets, part of a flannel sheet that wore out and was too ripped to repair. And these are old knit clothes. You can definitely use knit fabric as well as flannel fabric. And then I also have some organic cotton and bamboo fleece that I'm going to be using, but any fabric will work for this project. Obviously flannel or fleece will be a little bit more absorbent than a knit or a poplin, but like I said, use what you have and try upcycling some old things for this project. And when you get ready to make your unpaper towels, you want to try to cut them so that they have more or less straight edges. And if they have any major wrinkles, you want to give that a press before you take it to the machine. Now when we get ready to stitch at the serger, you need to make some adjustments to the settings. So the default settings on your serger need to be changed so that you can create the unpaper towels. Now this knob down here is your feed dogs, or the differential feed, how the fabric gets pushed through. You don't need to adjust that. But this knob up here is the length of your stitches, and you want to put it on the maximum length. So for this machine, it's at a 4. The default is the highlighted number, which is a 3. So put this knob on the longest length. Now come over to this knob. This one is the width of your stitches, and the default is a 5, and we want to make this as wide as possible. So we're putting it up to a 7. So those are the first two things you want to do before we start sewing. And it's always a good idea to do a little test run with a scrap of fabric whenever you adjust your stitches to make sure that everything is running smoothly. So I have this tiny little scrap of fabric, and I'm just going to get it under my presser foot and do a quick test. Yep. And you can see, let's get this off, that the stitches look wider and longer than the default stitches, which look a little bit tighter like that. Okay, so it looks like our adjustments are working fine, so now we're ready to stitch. So now go ahead and take your fabric and just pick a side that you want to start with. Get that under the presser foot and just go straight down. When you get near the end, just get those needles right up near the edge, lift the presser foot, turn your piece, and get it right back under so that you're ready to stitch the next side, and just go straight down. And again, when you get near that corner, just have the needles real close to the edge, have the stitching rather, get real close to the edge, but not off the edge. Lift the presser foot, turn the piece, get it back under the needles, lower the presser foot, and then just keep going down the next side. When you get near your original starting point, we're going to stitch right to the edge, but not off the edge. Get the needles up, lift your presser foot, and then just pivot your little rag around
And then we're going to go straight back down just a few stitches, and we're going to make sure that this edge is not going to go under the blade, but that it's going to be right next to the blade so that we don't cut any of our original stitches. Okay, and then I like to just pull the piece off, lower those needles, make sure the needles clear the fabric, and then just make a tail. And then just trim it right next to the fabric, trim it real close. And now you have your stitches locked in at the end there so that the stitches shouldn't come out.
The last step is to trim any loose threads, and then you're done. These sew up so fast. I hope this video is helpful for you and that you're able to get out there and sew some of your own unpaper towels to replace single-use paper towels. And if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and to subscribe to the No Trace channel to get notified about all of my videos. We put out a new video every single week on zero waste sewing and crafting and zero waste lifestyle tips. So I'll see you again very soon.